Sigma men are a rare class of men who don't fit into the typical alpha or beta categories established by society. Instead, they are independent, highly intelligent, and uniquely motivated individuals who live by their own code. However, one particular trend often surrounds them: the striking lack of friends that characterizes Sigma men. Unlike the average person, Sigma men usually have very few, if any, genuine friendships. But what's the real reason behind this? Are Sigma men antisocial loners, or is there something much deeper at play? In today's video, we'll explore 8 very real and somewhat harsh reasons why Sigma men don't have friends. Reasons that might surprise you, but in the end, make perfect sense. Let's dive in. Number 1, they naturally challenge groupthink. Sigma men don't blindly follow traditions or social norms without deeply understanding them. From a young age, they've learned to question everything around them. While most people adopt group beliefs to fit in, Sigma men feel compelled to seek the truth through rigorous inquiry. For example, when coworkers enthusiastically embrace a new company policy, the Sigma man doesn't just agree. He openly questions the logic behind the decision. This critical thinking often makes group members uncomfortable, creating tension and, over time, hostility. This habit ends up alienating Sigma men from potential friendships, as people naturally gravitate toward comfort, not the unease of being constantly questioned. Number 2, they have little patience for inconsistency. Sigma men hold strict personal standards when it comes to reliability and consistency. They highly value their time and energy and refuse to waste them on unreliable people. Imagine a scenario where a friend is consistently late or cancels plans at the last minute. Most people would tolerate this behavior to avoid conflict, but Sigma men quickly recognize the lack of respect implicit in these actions. To a Sigma, every broken commitment or ignored call isn't just negligence, it's a clear indicator of a person's character. Instead of expending mental energy wondering if a friend will keep their word, Sigma men decisively cut ties with inconsistent people. They believe that if someone can't respect their time, they don't deserve their friendship. Number 3, they despise competition in friendships. A hidden truth in many friendships, especially among men, is the presence of an underlying unspoken competition. Most friendships subtly revolve around who has the better job, higher status, nicer house, or more impressive lifestyle. Sigma men are acutely aware of this hidden envy and competition, which they find deeply exhausting. When a Sigma man achieves significant success, he notices that his so-called friends often don't offer sincere congratulations, but instead respond with subtle resentment or passive aggression. A Sigma man immediately recognizes this fake camaraderie and distances himself from these superficial bonds. For him, authentic friendship should be supportive and genuine, not a competition disguised as camaraderie. Number 4, their trust is almost impossible to earn. Sigma men have often experienced betrayal or disappointment from those closest to them. These early betrayals become deeply ingrained lessons that reinforce a cautious approach to friendships. They rarely grant their trust unless others have thoroughly demonstrated loyalty and honesty. For example, a Sigma man betrayed in his youth by someone he deeply trusted will be extremely selective about who he lets into his inner circle. This self-protective mechanism may seem harsh or overly cautious, but it prevents future emotional wounds. Since truly trustworthy people are rare, Sigma men end up forming very few, if any, deep friendships. Number 5, They often outgrow friendships quickly. Sigma men are obsessed with personal growth and continuous improvement. This relentless pursuit means they frequently leave old friendships behind. For instance, imagine a Sigma man who spent his teenage years with friends obsessed with parties and social drama. As he matures, these superficial interactions lose their appeal. He outgrows these relationships intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. Friends who remain stagnant or stuck in old habits are left behind as the Sigma man moves forward, causing friendships to fade or dissolve entirely. Number 6, they believe true friendship should be effortless. Sigma men firmly believe that authentic friendship should be natural, effortless, and mutually fulfilling. High-maintenance relationships filled with constant demands for attention, validation, or support quickly drain them. Imagine a friendship where every interaction feels like work, constantly reassuring a friend, navigating their dramas, or managing their emotional burdens. Sigma men have no interest in such exhausting dynamics. They value simple, authentic friendships where both parties can coexist comfortably without constantly needing to manage or entertain each other. Since effortless friendships are extremely rare, Sigma men often prefer solitude over draining social interactions. Number 7, they don't need friendships to be happy. Unlike most people, Sigma men genuinely thrive in solitude. The quiet time they spend alone allows them to recharge mentally and emotionally. Many associate being alone with feeling lonely, but Sigma men understand the crucial difference between isolation and solitude. They don't experience social anxiety or a constant need to be surrounded by others. A Sigma man can spend weeks or even months alone, immersed in his own thoughts and projects. For example, a Sigma might choose a solitary vacation, completely disconnected from social obligations, finding genuine happiness in his own company. This absolute comfort with solitude eliminates the need to maintain unnecessary friendships just to avoid loneliness. Number 8, the 3 incredibly rare pillars of friendship. Sigma men live by a rigid code in their relationships, built on 3 fundamental pillars: reliability, loyalty, and respect. These terms are often thrown around lightly, but are rarely honored sincerely in today's world. For Sigma men, these pillars aren't just words, they're absolute, non-negotiable conditions. They observe carefully, noticing when friends break minor promises, gossip about others, or show disloyalty in tough situations. Once someone violates these essential pillars, even slightly, the Sigma man loses respect and quietly walks away. Since true reliability, unwavering loyalty, and deep respect are exceedingly rare, Sigma men often end up with very few genuine friendships. Conclusion: in the end, Sigma men don't lack friends because they can't have them. They choose solitude because they value authenticity, depth, consistency, and mutual respect, qualities that are lacking in today's superficial world. These men refuse to settle for friendships based on convenience, competition, or conditional approval. Sigma men recognize that a truly meaningful friendship is incredibly rare, and until they find those few extraordinary people who embody reliability, loyalty, and respect, they're perfectly happy walking through life alone. If you found yourself nodding along to some of these points, you likely understand the Sigma mindset far better than most. Do you agree with the points mentioned in this video? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments. For more in-depth analyses on the Sigma male mindset, don't forget to check out our other videos. Thanks for watching and for being part of our community. If you're ready to continue your journey toward greatness, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss our future videos. Click here to discover the Sigma Male's Secret Guide.